going to explain the problems on single phase line inductance. Okay, we already derived the expression for the line inductance, and also we derived the expression for the single phase line inductance and also three phase line inductance. Okay, coming to the first problem, that is find the loop inductance and reactance per kilometer. Okay, first find out the loop inductance, that means L. Okay, find the loop inductance means the L. So first of all, we find out the loop inductance, that is the L, and also the reactance. Okay, reactance per kilometer, that is the XL. Reactance per kilometer is the XL. Okay, first of all, we find out the loop inductance, that is the L, and also we determine the XL. Okay, the XL means the inductive reactance of a single phase overhead line consisting of a two conductors. Okay, we are having the two conductors. Okay, each diameter is the 1.25 centimeters. Okay, diameter is the 1.25 centimeters. Okay, the speed between the conductor, the spacing between the conductors is the 1 meter. Okay, the distance between the two conductors are the 1 meters. Okay, we are having the two conductors. Then what is the formula for that inductance? Inductance L is equal to the 0.4 log E D by R dash. Okay, 0.4 log E D by R dash. That is the inductance formula when we are having the two conductors are in the parallel. Okay, next of all, we calculate the inductive reactance. Okay, next of all, we calculate the inductive reactance XL. Okay, what is the formula for that XL? XL is equal to the 2 pi FL. XL is equal to the 2 pi F and L. F is the supply frequency and L is the inductance. Okay, we already calculate the inductance by using this formula, that is 0.4 log E D by R dash. Okay, and also F is there, that is 50 Hz. Therefore, XL is equal to the 2 pi F into L. Therefore, XL is equal to the 2 pi F into L. Okay, then we calculate the inductance and the inductive reactance XL by using these formulas. First, write down the given data. Which parameters are there? That is the first one is the diameter. First one is the diameter, capital D. Okay, that is the diameter. Okay, next after that, the spacing between the conductors, that means the distance D, small d. Okay, the distance small d, that is equal to 1 meter, and also F equal to the 50 Hz. Okay, after that we find out the inductance and XL values. Okay, first of all, what is the formula for that inductance? That is L is equal to the 0.4 log E D by R dash. Okay, what is meant by the R dash? That is the geometrical mean radius. Okay, what is meant by R dash? That is the geometrical mean radius, GMR. Okay, what is the formula for that R dash? That is equal to the 0.7788 R, 0.7788 R. Okay, this is the R dash, that means the geometrical mean radius, that is equal to 0.7788 R, where R is the conductor radius, Okay, what is the value? If you already know the conductor diameter, then radius is equal to the D by 2. Okay, what is the formula for that radius? The radius R is equal to the D by 2. Okay, what is the D? That is 1.25 centimeters by 2. Okay, 1.25 by 2. Okay, Okay, then we obtain the 0.625 centimeters. Okay, this is the R, 0.625 centimeters. This is the R. Okay, after that we calculate the R dash, that is R dash is equal to the 0.7788 into R. Okay, what is the value for that R? That is 0.625. Therefore, the R dash will be obtained in the centimeters. R dash is equal to the 0.7788 R. That equal to 0.7788 into 0.625. Okay, then we obtain 0.48675 centimeters. This is the GMR, that is the geometrical mean radius of a conductor. Geometrical mean radius of a conductor. Okay, next, then 0.4 log E D. Okay, what is meant by D? That is the spacing of a conductor. The spacing between the conductor is the 1 meter. Okay, therefore the spacing between the conductor is the 1 meter. Therefore, it is equal to the 100 centimeters. 1 meter means it is equal to the 100 centimeters. Okay, after that we substitute the values for that D, R dash, and then we find out the inductance L. Okay, that is equal to 0.4 E 4 log E. D is the 100 by R dash. R dash is also in centimeter and D is also in centimeters. Okay, D 100 by 0.4867. Okay, then we obtain the inductance value. Okay, then we obtain the inductance value. Okay, that is the first bit. Okay, that is the first bit. Okay, that is the first bit. That is 2.13 millihenries. That is 2. Inductance L is equal to the 2.13 millihenries. Okay, 0.4 log E 100 by 0.4867. That equal to 2.13 millihenries. This is the first bit. Okay, after that we calculate the reactance of a transmission line. That is also inductive reactance. Reactance of a transmission line, that is the inductive reactance. Okay, therefore XL is equal to the 2 pi FL. Okay, what is the formula for that inductive reactance? XL is equal to the 2 pi FL. Okay, that is equal to 2 pi into, what is the F? That is 50 into L is the 2.13. L is the 2.13. Okay, millihenries. Okay, then into 10 power minus 3. 10 power minus 3. Okay, then we obtain 0.669 ohm per kilometer. Okay, this is the inductive reactance XL. Okay, this is the inductive reactance XL. Okay, this is the inductance for a two conductors are in a single phase, inductances are in parallel. Okay, that single phase inductances are in parallel. Okay, next, what is the next problem? Okay, next, coming to the second problem. Coming to the second one. Calculate inductance of a 500 milli long single phase, 500 meters long single phase 2-wire transmission line. Okay, calculate the inductance of a 500 meters long single phase 2-wire transmission line. Okay, each wire has a identical area of cross sections of area ఇచ్చాడు ఇక్కడ. Okay, in this problem area is given, that is area is equal to the 10 centimeter square. Okay, and the conductors are separated by a distance of 5 meters. Okay, therefore the conductors are separated for a distance of 5 meters. Okay, in the previous problem we are in this diameter is given. Okay, in the previous problem the diameter D is given. Okay, but in present problem there is no diameter. Instead of diameter we are having the area. Okay, instead of diameter we are having the area. Okay, by using that area we calculate the radius of that conductor R. Okay, we calculate the radius of that conductor R. Okay, the remaining procedure is same for previous problem. Okay, the remaining procedure is same as that of a previous problem, only the difference is the instead of diameter we are giving the area. Okay, by using that area we calculate the radius of that conductor. Okay, by using that area we calculate the radius of a conductor. Okay, first of all, what is the given data? Calculate the inductance. Okay, we calculate the inductance, that is L. Okay, calculate the inductance, that is L. Okay, of a 500 meters long. That means L is equal to the 500 meters single phase two wire. We are having the two conductors. Okay, therefore what is the formula for that inductance? Inductance L is equal to the formula for that inductance when the two conductors are in parallel, that is 0.4 log E, 0.4 log E D by R dash. Okay, log E D by R dash. Okay, L is equal to the 0.4 log E D by R dash. Okay, in this formula we determine the D value and also we determine the R dash value. Okay, we determine the R dash. Okay, what is meant by the R dash? R dash means the GMR. Okay, R dash means the GMR. What is meant by GMR? That is geometrical mean radius. Okay, what is the formula for that R dash or the GMR? GMR is equal to the 0.77 88 into R. Okay, R dash is equal to the 0.7788 into R. Okay, by using this formula we determine the R dash. Okay, that is the given data. By using that data we determine the inductance value. Okay, first of all we determine the conductor radius, that is R. Okay, what is the formula for that area of the conductor? The conductor is in the circular, cross-sectional view of that conductor is the circular shape. Okay, what is the formula for that area A? Area A is equal to the pi r square. Area A, for a circular conductor, the area A is equal to the pi r square. Okay, by using this formula we write down the radius. Okay, by using this formula we write down the radius. Okay, in that A is the area, R is the radius. Okay, therefore the conductor radius R is equal to the square root of A by pi. Okay, square root of A by pi, where A is the area, R is the radius of the conductor. Okay, therefore calculate the conductor radius, that is equal to the square root of 10 by pi. Okay, what is the value of that area A? That is 10 centimeter square. 10 centimeter square. Okay, therefore 10 by 5. Okay, then we calculate that value, that is 1.784 centimeters. Okay, that is 1.784 centimeters. Okay, this is the a radius. This is the conductor radius. Okay, after that we calculate the GMR value. Okay, the spacing between the conductor is the 5. Okay, and the conductors are separated by a distance of 5 meters. Okay, that means the spacing between the conductors, that is D is equal to the 5 meters. After that we calculate the GMR, that is the geometrical mean radius, 0.7788 into R. Okay, into what is the R? That is root of A by pi, 1.784 centimeters. 1.784 into 0.7788. Okay, that is equal to the 1.39 centimeters. This is the GMR. That means the geometrical mean radius. Okay, that is the GMR. Okay, that is the geometrical mean radius of a conductor. Okay, after that we calculate the inductance for a length of 500 meters long. If you mention the length in the problem, then we write down the formula for that inductance L is equal to the 0.4 log E D by R dash into L. While giving the length of the cable or the conductor, then we write down the inductance formula, that is L is equal to the 0.4 log E D by R dash into L. Okay, 0.4 log E D by R dash into L. Okay, then it is equal to 0.4 log E 500. Okay, what is the D? What is the D? That is 500. Meters. Okay, the conductors are separated by a distance of 5 meters. Okay, then the D is equal to, that will be converted into the centimeters. Okay, the D is in the meters. The spacing of a conductor D is equal to the 5 meters. Then it will be converted into the centimeters. Okay, that is equal to the 500 centimeters. Why? Because we are converting into centimeters. R dash is there in centimeters. Okay, that's why we are converting the spacing between the conductors also in centimeters. Okay, therefore 0.4 log E 500 by 1.39 into 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. That is equal to the 1.177 millihenries. 177 millihenries. Okay, next we calculate the loop inductance per kilometer of a single phase line. Okay. Okay, why? Because we are taking the L means in that problem calculate the inductance of a 500 meters long. Okay, normally we calculate the inductance per kilometer. Okay, per kilometer means the 1000. Okay, 1000 by 500. Okay, then 1000 by 500, that is equal to the 1 by 2. Okay, that's why we are mentioned 1 by 2 value, that is equal to the 1.774. Okay, we observe in this problem also, that is calculate the loop inductance per kilometer. Okay, per kilometer means the 1000. Okay, kilometer equal to the 1000. But in the previous problem, the length is only 500 meters. The length is only 500 meters. Okay, that's why we multiply that inductance with 1 by 2 value. How we will obtain with 1 by 2? That is 1000 by 500. Sorry, 5 by 500 by 1000. 500 by 1000. Okay, then we obtain the inductance per kilometer. Okay, this is the inductance per kilometer. Okay, and after that, next problem, that is calculate the loop inductance per kilometer of a single phase line. Okay, calculate the loop inductance, that is L, for a single phase line comprising of two parallel conductors. Okay, in this also we are having the two parallel conductors. Okay, the 1 meter apart and 1 centimeter in diameter. Okay, 1 meter apart, that means the distance small d is equal to the 1 meters and diameter capital D is equal to the 1 centimeters. Okay, capital D is equal to the 1 centimeters. Okay, when the material of a conductor is copper, that means the conductor material. Okay, we are using the two types of conductor materials, that is first one is the copper. Okay, that is first one is the copper, second one is the steel of relative permittivity 50. Okay, first one is the copper, second one is the steel of relative permittivity of a 50. Okay, then we calculate the inductance per kilometer for copper conductor, and also we calculate the inductance per kilometer of steel of relative permittivity 50. Then we calculate the relative steel of relative permittivity 50 for that loop inductance of a loop inductance. Okay, loop inductance per kilometer. Okay, we calculate the two inductance values. First inductance value is the as a copper conductor, second inductance value is the steel of relative permittivity of 50. Okay, then first of all we write down the formula. Okay, what is the formula? That is 4 log E D, sorry, 0.4 log E. This is not 4, 0.4. Per kilometer of a line with a copper conductor. So this is 4. Okay, if the copper has a conductor, the formula for that inductance is the 1 plus 4 log E D by R. 1 plus 4 log E D by R. Okay, other steel as a conductor, that is the mu. Okay, mu plus 4 log E D by R into 10 power minus 7 per kilometer means by 1000. Okay, the loop inductance per kilometer, that's why we multiplied with 1000. That's why we multiplied with 1000. Okay, first of all, the conductor radius R is equal to the 0.5 centimeters. Why we are writing that 0.4 centimeters? That D is equal to the 1 meter. D is equal to the capital D is equal to the 1 meter. Therefore, D is equal to the 1 meter. Therefore, R is equal to the 1 by 2. R, therefore, R is equal to the 1 by 2. Okay, then the radius R is equal to the R is equal to the 0.5 centimeters. Then the conductor radius R is equal to the 0.4 centimeters. Okay, spacing of a conductor. What is the distance between the conductor? D is equal to the 1 meter, that is 100 centimeters. Okay, we are taking the two parallel conductors, but in that instead of conductor we are using the copper as a conductor. Okay, that's why we write down the formula for that, that is we write down the formula for that is 1 plus 4 log E D by R. 1 plus 4 log E D by R. Okay, copper as a conductor means we are taking as a 1. Okay, suppose the steel as a conductor means that having the relative permittivity, that will be mu. Mu is equal to the 50. That's why the formula is right in 50 plus 4 log E d by R. 50 plus 4 log E d by RA. Okay, per kilometer means we multiplied with the 1000. That's why into 100. Okay, that's why we multiplied with 1000 into 100. Okay, this is the loop inductance per kilometer of a line with copper as a conductor. And second one is the loop inductance per kilometer of a line with steel conductor. Okay, we having the relative permittivity, that is the mu is equal to the 50. That's why we writing that is 50 plus 4 log E 100 by 0.5. 100 is the small d and 0.5 is the R. R is the conductor radius. Okay, this is the formula for that when the inductance of a copper conductor and also the inductance of a steel has a relative permittivity. Okay, these are the two different formulas. Okay, remember these formulas. This is the another formulas. This is the third problem. Then we calculate that is 2.22 millihenries and steel has a conductor. We are the inductance value is the 7.12 millihenries. If the steel has a conductor, the inductance value is the 7.12 millihenries. Okay, after that we calculate the another problem, that is calculate the GMR of a 6 by 3 millimeters. Okay, calculate the GMR. Okay, what is meant by GMR? Geometrical mean radius of a 6 by mm AY and 1 by 3 mm steel ACSR, aluminium concrete steel reinforced as a conductor. Okay, 6 by 3 mm as the aluminium and 1 by 3 mm as a steel aluminium steel reinforced as a conductor. Okay, in the previous problem we calculate the inductance of a copper as a conductor and the steel as a conductor of relative permittivity. Okay, in the present problem we calculate the GMR. We calculate the GMR, that is the geometrical mean radius. Okay, that is the geometrical mean radius of 6 by 3 mm aluminium. Okay, that means 6 by 3 mm aluminium తో మనం కండక్టర్ ని డిజైన్ చేసుకున్నాము. సేమ్ యాజ్ దట్ ఆఫ్ 1 by 3 mm steel aluminium concrete steel reinforced as a conductor. Okay, after that by using this aluminium and steel reinforced conductors we calculate the GMR, that is the geometrical mean radius. Okay, the figure shows the ACSR conductor with 6 outer conductors of aluminium. Okay, each of a radius is 3 mm and one central conductor of steel also radius as 3 mm. Okay, central conductor, that is the aluminium steel reinforced conductor, that is the one conductor having a 3 mm radius, having a 3 mm radius. Okay, the figure shows the ACSR conductor, that means the aluminium concrete steel reinforced conductors with 6 outer conductors, of aluminium, each of radius R is equal to the 3 mm and one central conductor of steel also radius R is equal to the 3 mm. Central conductor also is equal to the 3 mm. R is equal to the 3 mm. Okay. This is the figure that will be observed by the, that is the cross sectional of a 7 stranded conductors. Okay, this is the cross sectional view of a 7 stranded conductors. Okay, this is the first strand, this is the second strand, this is the third strand, and this is the fourth strand, this is the fifth strand, sixth strand, and seventh strand. Okay, this is the cross sectional view of a 7 strand conductors. Okay, this is the cross sectional view of a 7 strand conductors. Okay, by observing this figure, the figure shows the ACSR conductor with 6 outer conductors of aluminum. Okay, these 6 are the outer conductors. These 6 are the outer conductors. Okay, this is the conductor 1, strand 1, this is the strand 2, this is a strand 3, strand 4, strand 5, strand 6. Okay, these are the outer conductors of these strands. Okay, these 6 are the outer conductors of a strands. Outer strands of a conductor. These are 6 are the strands of a conductor that will be observed in the outer. Okay, ACSR conductors with 6 outer conductors of aluminum, each of radius R is equal to the 3 mm. Okay, each of radius R is equal to the 3 mm. 6 are the outer strands and each of mm is the 3 mm. Okay, that will be made up of aluminum. That will be made up of aluminum. And also one strand that is also 3 mm is made up of ACSR. Okay, that is the meaning for this line. Okay, we are having the overall 7 strands. Okay, this is the 6 strands. Okay, first one is the 6 strands. This is the outer of a conductor, outer 6 of a conductor. Okay, that is made with a aluminum. And first one strand having a 3 mm diameter, that will be made of a ACSR conductor. That means the aluminum concrete steel reinforced conductor. Okay, 6 strands నేమో మనం అల్యూమినియం తో డిజైన్ చేసుకున్నాము. తర్వాత ఒక స్ట్రాండ్ నేమో ACSR కండక్టర్ తో మనం డిజైన్ చేసుకున్నాం. ఓకే, ఈ 6 స్ట్రాండ్స్ యొక్క డయామీటర్ 3 mm అని ఇచ్చాడు. అలాగే 1 స్ట్రాండ్ యొక్క డయామీటర్ ఇస్ ఆల్సో 3 mm. అలాగే ఇంకొక స్ట్రాండ్ ఉంది కదా, దాని యొక్క డయామీటర్ ఎంత అంటే 3 mm. ఓకే, అలా మనకి ఓవరాల్ గా ఎన్ని స్ట్రాండ్స్ ఉన్నాయి, మనం తీసుకున్న కండక్టర్ లో ఓవరాల్ గా మనకి ఎన్ని స్ట్రాండ్స్ ఉన్నాయి అంటే 7 స్ట్రాండ్స్ ఉన్నాయి. 6 ఏమో అవుటర్ లో ఉన్నాయి, వాటి డయామీటర్ ఏమో 3 mm. ఒకటేమో ఇన్నర్ లో ఉంది, దాని డయామీటర్ ఆల్సో 3 mm. ఓకే, ఆ 6 స్ట్రాండ్స్ ఏమో అల్యూమినియం తో డిజైన్ చేసుకున్నాము. మిగిలిన ఒక స్ట్రాండ్ ఏమో ACSR కండక్టర్ తో మనం డిజైన్ చేసుకున్నాం. దట్ ఈస్ ద ఫిగర్ షోస్ అండ్ ACSR కండక్టర్ విత్ 6 outer conductors of a aluminum, each of radius 3 mm, and 1 center conductor of steel, 1 center conductor of steel, also of radius R is equal to the 3 mm. Okay, R of radius R is equal to the 3 mm. Okay, from the figure D11 is equal to the R. Okay, and also D12 1 నుంచి 1 కి ఉన్న మనకి 1 నుంచి 1 కి ఉన్న డిస్టెన్స్ ఎంత అంటే R డాష్ అనుకుంటున్నాం. R డాష్ మీన్స్ ద సెల్ఫ్, దట్ ఈస్ ద GMR, జియోమెట్రికల్ మీన్ రేడియస్. దేర్ఫోర్ 1 నుంచి 2 కి, 1 నుంచి 6 కి, 1 నుంచి 7 కి, దట్ ఈస్ ఈక్వల్ టు ద 2R. ఓకే, అలాగే 1 నుంచి 4 కేమో 4R, 1 నుంచి 4 కేమో 4R అని మనం అజ్యూమ్ చేసుకుంటాం. ఓకే, బై అబ్జర్వింగ్ ద ఫిగర్, దిస్ ఇస్ ద 1 strand, 2 strand, 3 strand, 4 strand, 5 strand, 6 strand. Self means the R dash. Next one is the 2, 3, 5, 6 are the 2R. Okay, 1 to 2, 1 to 6, 1 to 7 is the 2R, and 1 to 4 is the 4R. Okay, and 1 to 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 1 to 5 is equal to the square root of d14 square d3 square, that is the 4r square minus 2r square, that is 2 root 3r. Okay, that is 2 root 3r. That's why we mentioned this is 2 root 3r. 2 root 3r. Okay. After that, the formula, that is ds1 is equal to the ds2 is equal to ds3 is equal to ds4 is equal to ds5 is equal to ds6. Okay, that is self GMR, that is 0.788r into 2r into 2 root 3r into 4r into 2 root 3r into 2r into 2r. Okay, then calculate this, that is 7th root of 299r. Okay, same as that of we calculate the ds7. Okay, we calculate the ds7. Okay, the geometrical mean radius ds is equal to the 7th root of ds1, ds2, ds3, ds4, ds5, ds6, ds7. Okay, this is the ds1 and so on. This is the ds7. Okay, then we square root of these two terms, that is 7 sevens are 49 root of 299 power 6 into 49.8432. Okay, that is equal to 2.176 r. Okay, then we calculate this, that is 2.176 r. Okay, each having a diameter of radius of 3 mm. Okay, that's why we multiplied, that is into 3. That is 2.176 into 3, that is equal to the 6.528 mm. That is equal to the 6.528 mm. Okay, we already given the distances, that is DSR 2R. ఓకే, ఈ డయాగ్రామ్ లో మనకి ఆల్రెడీ ఇచ్చేసాడమ్మా 3 స్ట్రాండ్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఈచ్ స్ట్రాండ్ లో వచ్చి మనకి వాటి యొక్క డిస్టెన్సెస్ ఇలా మెన్షన్ చేశాడు. ఈ డయాగ్రామ్ ఇక్కడ కొంచెం క్లియర్ గా లేదమ్మా. ఓకే, ఈచ్ స్ట్రాండ్స్ యొక్క డయామీటర్ డిస్టెన్సెస్ అనేవి మెన్షన్ చేశాడు. అవి మనకి కింద ఇలా రాసుకున్నాం. ఓకే, అలాగే D13 కి D15 కి కానీ మనం రాసుకోవాలి అంటే ఇలా రాసుకుంటాము. ఈ ఫార్ములాని యూజ్ చేసుకొని square root of d4 square minus d3 square రాసుకుంటున్నాము. ఎందుకు రాసుకున్నాము అంటే D13 D15 ఎక్కడ ఉంది అంటే ట్రయాంగిల్ షేప్ లో ఉంటాయి కాబట్టి D14 square minus D34 square. Okay, we already mentioned that is D14 and D34, that is the 2r. D34 means the 3 to 4. It is nearby that is 4r. Okay, D14 is equal to the 4r. Okay, that is 4r square minus 2r square, that is equal to 2 cubed root of 3r. ఓకే, డయాగ్రామ్ ఆల్రెడీ క్వశ్చన్ లో ఇచ్చేసి ఉంటాడమ్మా. వాటి యొక్క డిస్టెన్సెస్ అనేవి ఇక్కడ మెన్షన్ చేసి ఉంటాడు. ఓకే, ఆ డిస్టెన్స్ మెన్షన్ చేసిన డిస్టెన్సెస్ ని మనం ఇక్కడ ప్లేస్ చేసుకొని దాన్ని బట్టి D13 D23 D25 అనేది మనం రాసుకొని అప్పుడు DS1 DS2 అవి కూడా మనం ఇలా క్యాల్కులేట్ చేసుకుంటాం. ఓకే, DS2 ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు DS3 ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు DS4, అలా ఎన్ని స్ట్రాండ్స్ ఉంటే అన్ని స్ట్రాండ్స్. మనం తీసుకున్నది ఏంటి, సింగిల్ ఫేజ్ కండక్టరే, కాకపోతే ఏంటి సింగిల్ ఫేజ్ కండక్టర్ లో నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ స్ట్రాండ్స్ అనేది మనం కన్సిడర్ చేసుకున్నాం. ఓకే, సింగిల్ ఫేజ్ కండక్టర్ హ్యావింగ్ ద నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ స్ట్రాండ్స్. ఓకే, ఆ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ స్ట్రాండ్స్ ఉండడం వల్ల ఎన్ని నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ స్ట్రాండ్స్ ఉన్నాయి మనకి 7 నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ స్ట్రాండ్స్ అనేవి ఉన్నాయి. కాబట్టి D7 ఫస్ట్ DS1 రాసుకున్నాము, ఆ తర్వాత D7 వరకు మనం క్యాల్కులేట్ చేసుకున్నాం. ఓకే, దీన్ని మనం ఏమంటున్నాం అంటే జియోమెట్రికల్ మీన్ రేడియస్ అంటున్నాం. ఓకే, జియోమెట్రికల్ మీన్ రేడియస్ అంటున్నాం. ఓకే, ఈ ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఈ డయాగ్రామ్ ని బేస్ చేసుకొని మనం డిరైవ్ చేసుకున్నాం. ఓకే, ఈ డయాగ్రామ్ ని బేస్ చేసుకొని ఆ డయాగ్రామ్ లో ఇచ్చిన డిస్టెన్సెస్ ని బేస్ చేసుకొని మనం ఇది మామూలుగా ఒక కండక్టర్. ఈ కండక్టర్ లో మనకి ఎన్ని స్ట్రాండ్స్ ఉన్నాయి, 7 స్ట్రాండ్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఓకే, ఈచ్ స్ట్రాండ్ యొక్క డిస్టెన్సెస్ అనేది మనకి మెన్షన్ చేసేసాడు. అలా మెన్షన్ చేయకపోతే మనం అసలు ప్రాబ్లం అనేది డిరైవ్ చేయలేము. ఓకే, ఇవి ఇక్కడ క్లియర్ గా మీకు కనిపించట్లేదు. నార్మల్గా ఇక్కడ ఈ స్ట్రాండ్ లో మనకి మెన్షన్ చేశాడు. మెన్షన్ చేయబట్టే మనం ఇక్కడ రాసుకున్నాను, ఓన్ గా రాసేది కాదు. మనకి ఇచ్చిన డేటాలో ఏంటి 6 ఏమో 3mm లో ఉన్నాయి, అవి అల్యూమినియం తో మనం మేడ్ చేసుకున్నాము. అలాగే ఒకటేమో మనకి ACSR తో మేడ్ చేసుకొని అది కూడా 3mm ఉంది. కానీ డిస్టెన్సెస్ అనేవి మనకి మెన్షన్ చేశాడు. అదే D13 కి D15 కి వచ్చేసరికి ఇదేంటి మనకి 1 అనేది ఇక్కడ ఉంది. ఓకే, అలాగే 1 నుంచి 3 కి 1 నుంచి 5 కి ఇది ఎలా ఉంది మనకి ట్రయాంగిల్ షేప్ లో ఉంది కాబట్టి అలా రాసుకున్నాం. √14 - 3